Just to show you how fast I am, let me show you something. I'm going to show the people out here how fast I am. You see this? Now look, and I'm going to show you something now. Now I'm going to hit you 6 times before you count 2.
Okay.
Now I want you to count 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
Faster.
Okay.
Let me hear you.
Ready?
Let me hear you.
1,
Fast.
2.
1, 2. Fast.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay. Now I'm going to hit you 6 times before you count 2. You ready?
Ready.
When I say go, you count.
Okay.
Go.
1, 2.
That's too slow. You count too slow. Now, come on, seriously.
Okay.
I didn't throw no punch that time.
Right.
Now, count 1, 2, fast.
Okay.
When I say go, count. Go.
1, 2.
You want to see it again?
When it comes to judging whether or not an athlete is the best, most people would say it's how many medals they've won or the records they've set. Well, that can't be far from the truth, as the athletes on today's list are so talented and so devious in their chosen sport that the rules had to be changed to accommodate their insane skills.
Hustle towards that ball.
Here are 8 black athletes so good, they changed the rules. Number 8. Surya Bonali. The Olympic Committee banned one of the most amazing moves a skater can ever pull off, the backflip. However, Terry Kuba was the first ever in the history of ice skating to do a backflip. But then the judges at the time decided it wasn't a real backflip because he landed on both feet. Then came Surya Bonali, a young, beautiful black woman who grew up watching Terry. She decided, well, if Terry landed on both feet, I might just as well pull it off with just a foot. And so she did the impossible by performing the perfect backflip.
Nice. Never missed a backflip. Never even shook. Just perfect.
Close to trying that.
But before it gets so excited for her, in 1971 backflips were banned. You see, the reason for the ban was that skaters could not successfully land the flip on a foot, and by all means Surya knew the move was illegal but went for it anyway to prove a point. Despite this amazing display, Surya never received gold. Number 7. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq is not only a gentle giant, but one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Shaq was so good that the opposing teams had to develop strategies to neutralize him on the court. Shaq was such an anomaly that even the NBA had to adjust the rules because of him.
O'Neal puts it on the floor and stops, and he brought it down! He brought the whole goal down! Goodness.
While others had broken backboards before, Shaq managed to destroy the whole construction of the basket twice. You see, in his prime, Shaq was an absolute beast of a man, coming in at a whooping 7'1" and weighed 324 pounds. He was closer to the weight of a sumo wrestler than any other baller out there. It's no wonder that Shaq developed a reputation for shattering and destroying backboards to pieces. Eventually, the NBA got so tired of cleaning up broken shards of backboards, so they had to implement a rule, penalizing teams that broke them. Number 6. Simone Biles.
Simone's got enough gold medals at home. Someone give this girl a crown. I mean, absolutely incredible.
Simone Biles is the most successful gymnast in the world. Known for her extreme precision and core strength, Biles is a competition to no other than herself.
Why would she do this? The potential for getting hurt, is so great.
She is so good. Nope, scrap that. She is so perfect, judges had to change the way they score certain moves like the double dismount, which is now just known as the Biles move. The reasoning for awarding low scores for this move is because they were too dangerous and complex. Their intention was to discourage other athletes from even giving it a try. Failure to execute this move perfectly could result in an injury or even death. As a result of this decision, many of Simone's moves had their point values lowered. To put it simply, Simone was on a level judges believe other athletes might die by just trying to get to her level. Number 5. Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson was a terrific MLB pitcher. His talent is unquestionable as he won 2 World Series while being an All-Star 9 times. However, his most extraordinary moment came when he had a 23-9 overall record, including a 15 straight game. And what's more impressive was his 1.12 ERA, a record that is practically impossible to break. The MLB reacted immediately. They lowered the mount height to only 10 inches from the previous 15. This wasn't all, the strike zone's height was also scaled down. While Gibson was never explicitly named the only player who caused these changes, they are widely known as the Gibson rules. Tiger Woods. At his prime, Tiger was near unstoppable. He probably had arms made of steel as a single swing saw the ball flying several yards. Meanwhile, other golfers had to train harder, using clubs with oversized heads to match or even approach the distance Tiger was hitting. For this reason, many courses across the world attempted to Tiger-proof their fields, and the idea was to make their courses longer with the holes placed further apart so Tiger wouldn't find it easy. Now, whoever came up with this idea must be a genius, except the plan in itself was a dumb idea. Do you see the problem? By making their course Tiger-proof, they ended up making them much harder for everyone else.
2.5 feet.
By many estimates, Tiger Woods single-handedly made golf a harder sport to get into, because now to play professionally, you have to be able to compete on larger courses. Thanks, Tiger. Number 3. Serena Williams. Throughout her career, Serena battled criticism, racism and grief. She played while pregnant and returned to the sport right after childbirth. She changed the idea of how a tennis champion should look, dress and act. Tennis clothing was boring. It didn't look like I'm here to kick ass. It was more of I'm here to get my ass whooped. But Serena doesn't give a sh. She once wore a black catsuit, which got a lot of people talking. Serena is no chance the only woman to be extremely good at tennis. We have these other guys. But nobody functionally changed women's tennis like she did, and nobody made the next generation believe they had a chance to be as great as Serena. Number 2. Muhammad Ali.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.
There has never been a boxer like Ali. Ali became the first boxer ever to have turned weigh-ins into a boxing spectacle where things could easily get out of hand.
Sit down, Joe. Why you think I'm eating? Sit down, Joe. Huh? Sit down quick. Why you think I'm eating? Sit, brothers are here. You doing this too? No. Sit down quick, Joe.
Before the advent of Ali, athletes would just walk up the scales and off they go. But Ali turned this casual activity into a public spectacle where he would insult opponents in order to shatter their confidence right before a fight. Number 1. Pele. Who was a better footballer, Pele or Maradona? Well, we don't have to fight over who the title goes to, but one thing is for sure, if we're gonna name a footballer who has influenced the game massively, Pele is the man. We won't go into stats here, but for starters, Pele was one of the main reasons why soccer became a popular sport in the USA. In some countries, they would want to touch him. In some, they wanted to kiss him. In others, they even kissed the very ground he walked on. While Pele retired after playing football for 22 years, his name became synonymous to football and became an iconic symbol among black people all around the world. Now, which of these people is your favorite athlete of all time, and who did we miss out? Leave us a comment down there. Do share with a friend on Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter. As usual, I'm your host Murphy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.